Admiral, you speak of the resources of Antarctica. What are they? What are the natural resources there?
Well, we've found enough coal within 180 miles of the South Pole in a great ridge of mountains. It's not covered with snow, enough to supply the whole world for quite a while.
Well,
that's the coal. Now, there's evidence of many other minerals. We are pretty sure there's oil. Now, that coal shows the bottom of the world. The world, where that coal is, gets 100 below zero in the world.
Well,
it was once tropical. So we think there's oil there, and there's evidence, probably uranium there.
Is it any secret? Is there uranium there? That would be the only thing that would be practical to actually...
is that very definitely planned, or is that...
that is being planned right now. So I'm willing to say to you that there will be a number of expeditions that will follow, I think, year after year, to the bottom of the world, because the government has really become interested. Because the government has really become interested.
In the frozen wastelands of the polar regions, where the wind howls like a warning from the unknown, one man's journey shattered the boundaries of what we thought possible. Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a decorated American naval officer and pioneering explorer, led expeditions that pushed the limits of human endurance. But hidden within his legacy is a tale so extraordinary, it has fueled conspiracies for decades, the discovery of a hollow Earth, teeming with advanced life beneath our feet. This is the story of Byrd's alleged secret diary, the expedition that led him there, and the shadowy aftermath that followed. Born in 1888, Richard Byrd was no stranger to adventure. He claimed the first flight over the North Pole in 1926 and the South Pole in 1929, earning the Medal of Honor and Navy Cross for his bravery. But it was his post-World War II mission that would etch his name into the annals of mystery. In August 1946, Byrd was appointed to lead Operation Highjump, the largest Antarctic expedition in history. Officially, it was a U.S. Navy operation with 4,700 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft, aimed at training personnel in frigid conditions, mapping uncharted territories, and establishing potential bases. The mission departed in December 1946 and was expected to last 6 to 8 months. But whispers of ulterior motives swirled. Some claimed it was a hunt for Nazi holdouts in secret bases, or even an exploration of ancient myths about entrances to an inner world. What drove Byrd to this frozen frontier? After World War II, with the Cold War looming, the U.S. sought strategic advantages in polar regions. Byrd, already a hero from earlier Antarctic trips like Little America in the 1930s, was the perfect choice. He had lobbied for Antarctic developments, emphasizing their value for cold weather training and U.S. claims. Yet, according to conspiracy lore, Highjump uncovered something far beyond maps and military drills. The heart of the legend lies in Byrd's supposed secret diary, a document that emerged years after his death, detailing a flight not over the South Pole during Highjump, but allegedly over the North Pole in February 1947, a discrepancy that has puzzled researchers. In this diary, Byrd describes taking off from an Arctic base, only to encounter bizarre phenomena. His instruments malfunction, and he spots lush green valleys, rivers, and even mammoth-like creatures in a land where ice should reign supreme. Deeper in, he claims to see a shimmering city and flying discs, advanced craft that guide his plane to a landing. There, he meets the Master, a tall, ethereal being from an inner Earth civilization called Agartha. This master warns Byrd of humanity's destructive path, especially the recent atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, urging peace before it's too late. Byrd allegedly returns to the surface, sworn to secrecy by U.S. officials who debrief him harshly, classifying the encounter as a national security threat. But who found this explosive diary? The story claims it was discovered posthumously, possibly by Byrd's son, Richard E. Byrd Jr., or leaked through family channels after the Admiral's death in 1957. Some sources suggest it surfaced in the 1990s when Byrd's real flight logs were donated to Ohio State University, but that a secret version was separate, a hidden gem amid his papers. The first widespread publication came in books like Raymond Bernard's 1964, The Hollow Earth, which popularized the tale, followed by editions in the 1990s and 2010s by authors like Timothy Green Beckley. What became of the finder? If it was Byrd's son, tragedy struck. He died mysteriously in 1988 under unclear circumstances, fueling speculation of suppression. Conspiracy theorists claim he was silenced to keep the inner Earth secret buried. However, skeptics argue the diary is a forgery, crafted by Hollow Earth proponents like Bernard to blend myth with Byrd's real exploits. Since Byrd's time, the Hollow Earth theory has evolved into a cornerstone of fringe lore. Operation Highjump ended abruptly in February 1947, months early, with reports of heavy losses, some say from encounters with advanced tech or inner Earth guardians, though officially blamed on harsh weather. In 1959, the Antarctic Treaty was signed by 12 nations, banning military activity and promoting scientific cooperation, a move theorists call a cover-up to restrict access to polar entrances. The diary's warnings about nuclear war echoed in Cold War fears, and today, it inspires everything from UFO documentaries to flat Earth debates. Was Byrd's discovery real, or a fabricated myth to hide Nazi remnants or Cold War secrets? The ice holds its silence, but the questions linger. In a world of hidden truths, perhaps the greatest expedition
Due to the fact that the Antarctic continent is in the clutches of an ice age, such that existed many thousands of years ago at the top of the world. Because of this ice age, the Antarctic averages at least 30 or 40 degrees colder than the Arctic. And also because of the ice age, Antarctica is by far the most fertile field for science left in the world.